Hi from Teacher Melissa, and this is another very quick video on my tips for you writing feedback to parents in your VIPKid classroom. So I do have a few other videos about that. I'm working on a series about feedback to parents after class for their children. So this is just one of those. Today I just want to focus on one little thing that I found has really helped me. I talk about myself in third person when I'm writing when I'm writing my feedback to parents often. So I will say, Teacher Melissa this, Teacher Melissa that, teacher. I rarely say I. Sometimes I do when it's part of the sentence where I've also said my name, but I usually refer to myself in the third person. And there's a couple reasons for that. Number one is there are no pronouns like gender pronouns like we're used to in the Chinese language. So they do not always translate correctly when they're translated for the parents. So maybe you've had feedback that you've gotten from a parent and it says you, he, she, sometimes I get them, they call me Mr. Melissa, or they'll say he and they're talking about me. And it's not that they're using those pronouns, it's that there are no pronouns, so they kind of get mixed up in translation. And I've seen that in feedback when it translates back to me with the translation program that VIPKid uses. So I try to eliminate some of that. I don't want my parents guessing if I'm talking about myself or if I'm talking about their student when I say something in class. So I usually refer to myself in the third person. Something like this. I will say, Teacher Melissa and JoJo had a rich cultural extension conversation today about the holidays. Or Teacher Melissa practiced with Coco on the pronunciation of these words. And so I don't say I practiced. I will say my name. I just say Teacher Melissa, Teacher Melissa. Thank you for choosing Teacher Melissa to be your VIPKid teacher. So I just use that a lot. Again, I do use pronouns sometimes for myself, but I try to use just speak in third person, okay? And another reason I do that is it is great marketing for myself. My goal is to retain my regulars, to entice new students to book with me again, to constantly put my name out there. It's product placement. I just say Teacher Melissa, Teacher Melissa, Teacher Melissa. So if it's a new student, the parent does not forget who I am. They've seen my name. And of course, they know it's in the portal. It says who I am when they book the class. But I want them to continually see that. That's marketing. You know, we see Coke everywhere. They put it on shirts. VIPKid puts their name on shirts. It's marketing. So I try to keep that in mind, and I self-market myself in my feedback. So I do the same with the student's name when I can. Now, I do say he, she, but I alternate that in my sentences. So I say the student's name a lot. Coco worked on pronunciation of these words, and then I'll write those words out, and then I will say she also, so it's obvious I'm talking about Coco. So just limit your use of pronouns when you can. Now, don't be fanatical about it or stress about this, but keep in mind the feedback that we get, then we can't understand who they're talking about. And be helpful to your parents when you're thinking about them, how you might make it easier for them to understand your feedback by using fewer pronouns and marketing yourself at the same time.